Hello everybody, it's the time again. I kind of like this hat. I kind of liked it in yesterday's video, so I'm going to wear it again. Hope you all don't mind the ringing. So, back with another video. This is 2 days in a row. It's crazy, right? I'm going to go over SRNE, and I'm going to go over BABA, which is a large cap, and I also have live trading for you today. I was thinking about you guys, and I said, I'm going to try to get some live recording. So let's bring it up right now. Bring it over. Now, I started this video when I was already in the money because I had just woken up. I had just gotten on the computer. See, you can see here it's 8:50, and I just remembered that, okay, I might do a video today, so let's try to get some live action. So SRNE, let me explain what I was looking for first, because everyone loves their low floats. Now, I only trade specific setups on low floats, and that's when it gives me the highest probability of a long. And that is usually when there are shorts to get squeezed, or I know that people are going to be buying if they're long, and shorts that are previous shorts are going to cover. So I was thinking everywhere in here, this is a sick double top. This is an amazing double top. We have pretty gigantic volume for pre-market. We're over 100,000 shares a couple times. Generally, 50,000 shares per minute. So awesome volume. We got a double top. All of these shorts are kind of waiting to cover. None of them really covered right here. Maybe we have some longs buying, a little short covering, and then another little panic, some more panic. So I'm thinking, where are these guys going to cover? And I'm thinking to myself, well, on support, of course. Now I have some of my own indicators that are here, but you can just simply look at the chart. You can see a whole round number of $5, and I can see, looking at it, that I identified right around, let's put a line there at $4.99, and this bottom that's right here of $4.90. So now we have a little zone that people are going to be watching. It's important, but are people going to cover? Are people going to go long? We don't know. I think this lined up with something on the daily here. The daily chart, it kind of lined up with some of these areas. It's not as important, but after you draw the lines, you can see that these are important areas, so that gave me a little more conviction in this level. So again, we make this low, we wick on big volume, boom. So now I'm already thinking, okay, that's an important level, this low. I'm going to look to enter in there in case it double bottoms, and then longs start coming in, and shorts start getting scared and cover. It's not as much as the last one where it's this gigantic frickin' squeeze, but I'm looking for... Now, I wish I had caught it on the level 2 again, but there's buyers. There's a whole lot of buyers in here on the level 2, and as they get chunked out, like let's say it was at 497 and 496, 495, there was, let's say 10,000, I can't remember the exact number, but it was like 10,000, 10,000, 10,000 shares on the bid. So they would get taken out, they would get filled, they wouldn't pull the order, they would get filled, and then price action would just kind of stall. So right there is where I added some more for a move higher. Now I'm already thinking in my head from the chart this level right here. And that's only 20 cents away, but I was only risking $50 to make a couple hundred. That's a great risk to reward. It's not my usual squeeze setup, but it is in my playbook of setups. So first this area, and then after that maybe this area, and then high of day. But I'm not thinking that far out yet. I'm just waiting to see the price action right here. So that's where I can show some of the live video. This shows the importance also of following your plan. Now, a lot of people, if they make $100, $200 in a couple minutes off of $50 risk, they're going to want to take it. You're going to see the money, and you're going to go, man, I want to take it. Like it's, oh, look, I don't want it to go red. This whole time, I'm just waiting. You want to trade well. Don't trade like a dumbass. Okay? Like taking it in here, there's no reason to take it right here. It's either going to stop you out. Now, I have a mental stop at this point. Or you're going to hit your target. You can't be selling early. If you train yourself to sell early, you're just not going to make it. So I'm putting out orders right now. I have 400 shares out at 521. I'm just trying to get filled. I'm just waiting. You know, I'm not freaking out. I'm not taking in a couple cents early. There's absolutely no reason to take it. The level here is at 425, and I want to get filled, so I put it at 421. You could use 422, 423. I like to use a couple cents below the actual level. And of course, this whole time, I'm just watching the level 2. Nothing too crazy is on here. You know, there's 8,000 shares. But it's getting bought up. Everything is getting bought up with a decent amount of conviction. You know, it's moving higher. There's no sell volume. It's just higher, higher, higher. So I'm waiting. I'm just kind of screwing around with my order, whatever's going on here. There is no reason to sell. Don't justify it by saying, oh, I just need to take some profits, or no one went broke taking profits. That is not good trading. You have a target and you have a stop. That's it. Like, sure, if you see someone pop up with 1 million shares on the ask, you might want to pay attention to it and see if he pulls the bid or pulls the order or something, but generally, don't let your emotions affect the trade. I'm up $100. Like, I don't care. This could go all the way back down to 0, and I don't care. That's how you need to trade. So, man, I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting. You know, if I had taken it there and then it ripped, I would have felt like an idiot. So I eventually get filled here for 400 of those shares at 521, locking in the gains, just locking in a little more as we come a bit higher here, and locking in. I didn't like how this cracked on such high volume. Watch what happens here. So the tape is just disgustingly red. There's a lot of red coming through. These bids are not really holding up, and I'm getting nervous. I say I'm going to sell 200 of these remaining 300 shares because none of this is holding up. So I just sold into them, and I switched away. And when I came back, where is it? Right here. When I came back, this thing had dumped. Or where is it? Right here. When I came back, this thing had already dumped 20 or 30, or not 20 cents, 10 cents. So I'm glad that I took the profit. Like, you have to take profits at the right levels. Don't take them early in here, but take them at your levels, because if stuff like this happens, you've locked in some money already, and you're not affected. You're not all emotional now. Like, oh, I still have 1,000 out of my 1,000 shares, and I had $300 and now I have 0. Like, that's how you get emotional and you start ruining the trade. So that was the end of that trade. Now, I was also watching BABA. I'm so sad about BABA. So, like I said, I had an amazing week this week. This was, like, I had one of my biggest days on Wednesday, and I didn't want to screw anything up this week. So when I was watching BABA here, I wanted to buy it into yesterday's levels. So there's a level around here at 222.50 if you look on the chart. It was just a nice dip buy. There's a gap fill right here. So I picked up calls right in this area. And I sold both of them as we came up and we retested the pre-market lows. Pre-market lows in large caps, very important. Pre-market highs, also very important. You can see when it got here, it respected this level. It came up, it came back down, retested, came back up, came back down, retested, and then, you know, as you blew through, it came and retested it one more time. So these levels are very important. Now, what I was thinking is that instead of following my system and selling half, I just want to have a nice end to my week, finish green. Now, see, I'm thinking about the P&L, and not lose any of the money that I made, because, again, historically, I have massive red days, and I can't keep my green days after I have these big green days. So that's a trading error right there. Look at this. I bought those calls at a decent spot, and I sold them at pre-market highs. They went from $1 to $3.50 frickin' cents, and I sold it all right here, just because I wanted to be green. Now, I did make that decision beforehand, but that doesn't make it okay. You need to get your emotions in check. Don't let green, don't let red affect you. I let the P&L affect me. My P&L from, well, yesterday, but mostly Wednesday, affected me. I wanted to keep it. I was fearful of the loss, and therefore I didn't follow my plan. I usually just sell half, and I would have held on to a piece through most of this. Garen frickin' teed. I made the conscious decision not to, and that was a mistake. And now I'm paying for it because I could have had the same day I did yesterday. I could have had a massive day yesterday, or like the same day as yesterday. So hopefully, again, I'm just trying to provide some value with these videos recently. I'm not on here to ramble or brag or talk more about the money and P&L rather than trading habits, and trying to help you guys get better. So just ask me any questions you have. You guys have a great weekend. We might even see you on Monday. Who frickin' knows? This is 2 days in a row. This is kind of crazy. So, all right, you guys have a good one. See ya.